Hey everyone, my name is Michael Coker. I'm the mayor of the City of Mulberry, and today we're going to talk about a topic that's really important to me, which is businesses in the City of Mulberry. So, as a small business owner myself, I understand firsthand what it takes to open a business, and it's not easy. One of the things that I get asked almost daily by our constituents in the city is, when are we going to get more restaurants? When are we going to get more retail spaces? When are we going to make Mulberry more friendly for businesses? Now, when Mulberry was founded, one of the things that were mentioned in opposition to the city is that Mulberry is a predominantly residential city, which is fine. Some cities are like that, maybe like Johns Creek, where there's more residences than businesses. But that's one thing that we've talked about, maybe continuing to change and to continue to grow that footprint of businesses, particularly small businesses that operate in our city. Right now, one of the concerns that I have as mayor is you have a lot of individuals that are leaving our city to go to restaurants. Maybe they're going to Brazelton, maybe they're going to Beaufort or Lawrenceville, instead of sticking in Mulberry for some nice local restaurants run by families that live here and that are working hard to support their business. Now, we have some great local restaurants in Mulberry right now, and we want to continue to show them the support that they need to be successful. But we also want to continue that growth. We want to continue to bring in new restaurants, particularly local restaurants that are highly rated and are a great atmosphere and a great community partner, and bring them into our city. And one of the ways that we're doing that is we're trying to make Mulberry as business friendly as possible. So if you want to come to Mulberry, you want to open a business, we are going to be your partner, and we're going to work with you, not work against you in order to have your business come to our city. And I'll give you some examples, right? So when the city was founded, one of the things is that the city of Mulberry took over business licenses. And so one of our commitments to businesses was that we were going to charge for that first year the exact same amount that you were paying under Gwinnett County. That we wanted you to feel like financially there was no change, no difference from what you had experienced in the past. But we wanted to make the quality of our service even better. And so we wanted to make it to where the process was simpler, that we were here for you if you needed something, if you needed a permit of some kind to operate your business, and to help you be successful. Because the lifeblood of our community is our businesses, and is those spaces where we can gather as residents of the city to get together, to support these businesses, to be together, to gather, to share a meal, or to shop. And so this was very important to us. And unfortunately, we had some situations with the county where it made it difficult. Some permitting issues where the county had canceled permits or had refused to do inspections. And so the team at City Hall has been working extra hard to make sure that despite these difficulties, that we continue to show the people of Mulberry and the businesses of Mulberry that we are here for you, that we support you, and that we're going to do what we need to make you successful. And we've had some new businesses opened recently. We've had a Hawaiian barbecue restaurant that has been founded and started here in the city that has worked through the process, worked from the ground up. There's been a Japanese teriyaki place that has opened up. And so we've started to see these new businesses that are coming in, people who are excited and want to be part of our city. And so let's say you're someone who wants to open a business in our city. What does that look like? What do you need? The first thing that I would recommend is that you reach out and talk to someone at City Hall. So go on our website, mulberryga.gov, find our phone number, reach out to us, speak to someone in our business department, right? And talk about what's required for a business license, what occupational taxes might be required, and what permitting process is necessary for you to open that business. And it's our commitment to you that we, again, are going to make that process as easy as we possibly can. But we want you to come to Mulberry, to open your business in Mulberry, and to continue. And so, one of the big things that we've been talking about is what we can do as a city to bring in some of these restaurants, bring in some of these shops that we want, that maybe people are leaving and going to downtown Beaufort or downtown Lawrenceville or even downtown Brazelton. And how can we bring these local restaurants here? And so there's been plans and some discussion that we've been going over of different areas that we might target for development regarding, future commercial space, for future businesses, future restaurants. And these would predominantly be high-end restaurants, right? These are places that we would want people to go, to be supportive, to have a nice meal where they could sit down and enjoy their time together. Because I believe that when we continue to grow this business and climate, and we continue to make Mulberry a destination where people want to come here, want to spend their money, even if they don't live in Mulberry, and come support our local businesses, Mulberry will continue to thrive. And so we've got some great projects that are going on right now, projects that are in the works and are getting developed, where there's going to be some brand new restaurants, some brand new spaces where you can go maybe have a drink, maybe a place you could have a nice meal, or even shop at some boutique shops. And so this is our goal. And one of the things your city council has been doing is we've been looking at other cities like Johns Creek, cities like Alpharetta, where we visited their downtown areas. And we've looked at the type of shops they have, the type of restaurants they have, the type of meeting spaces, town greens for, fountains for kids to play in, those items. And we've kind of looked at those and seen what things we like, what things we don't like, and kind of what the future of the city entails. And so these are all aspects of things that we are continuing to work forward with, continuing to move on, to develop in our city, to maybe have these commercial spaces in the future where we can continue to be the support that these businesses need. But as I stated, if you're one of those individuals, and maybe you're interested in opening a business in Mulberry, come talk to us. We have a team regarding permitting at Clark Patterson Lee, CPL, who's our permitting contractor. They can walk you through exactly what the process is to open a new restaurant, to start a new store, to basically get whatever licensing and permits you need to be successful. And so that's kind of one of the things that I wanted to convey to you, is that Mulberry is open for business. So we look forward to making Mulberry a destination where, like I said, people from other cities want to come here, want to visit our restaurants, want to visit our areas, on a Friday or Saturday night and come into our city. Because I think that is the vision of the future, right? That's what every city is striving for, is what is our city going to look like in 10, 15, 20 years? And that's one thing that's important to me. It's important to our council that we establish that core of businesses, of restaurants, of corporations that will be here, that will be good neighbors and good stewards, and will provide services to members of our city to where we can keep those dollars here and support each other, support our small businesses, support our neighbors. As I stated, so I own a small business. My father owned a small business. My grandfather owned a small business before him. And so I come from a firsthand experience of individuals and seeing the late hours and the time and the effort that it takes to run a small business. And so the last thing that you're going to want is a governmental entity interfering and telling you what making it more difficult for you to operate your business. And so my commitment to you, is that we will do everything that we can at Mulberry to make the process as easy and as simple as possible for you. And so if you have any questions, if there's any aspect of this, I would encourage you to reach out to us, talk to us. And if you're a developer as well, if you're somebody who, maybe develops these high-end commercial centers, we want to talk to you too, because there's some opportunities maybe for some new areas, new developments that fit with our model, fit with our vision of Mulberry, that we could move forward based on some of what we've seen in some of these other cities. And so we want to talk to you. We want you to know that Mulberry's open for business, and we want to work with you. And so as someone who firsthand has seen the struggles and the difficulties of owning your own business. Again, I wish you all the best. If there's anything that I can do to help you be successful, I am more than happy to do that. So again, if you have any questions or if there's anything you want to know about owning a business, reach out to us. We'd be more than happy to help. But until then, let's continue to grow Mulberry. Let's continue to be open for business, and let's continue to make Mulberry that destination that everyone wants to come visit. And so if you like getting updates about this city, please like and subscribe, and I'll continue to give you updates about Mulberry. But until next time, thank you for listening.